Oh boy. Wait, we got some catch up to do. My word. We've got some catch ups to do. Let's get the first one here. This might be a... What do you mean? What do you mean? There we are. This might be a stream that is split into two ports. Mainly just because there's a lot. I found there's a lot to do. Not a lot, but that they just take time to do. So hello, my name is Matthew. How to do this. And today, what we doing? Is some Final Fantasy stuff. I had to. Yeah, that one. There we go. There we go. We're doing some Final Fantasies. Oh, let me change also. This real quick to 60. There we are. We're doing some Final Fantasy 14 today. We have missed some things. Yes. We missed some things. There's a couple of... We wrapped up... Last week, we wrapped up the story for Dawn Trail. Found out some stuff. Found out some things. And I was just like, who is this? This new character was introduced. Going to be a very big player in the next patch. Very likely to be a big player in the next expansion. And I was just like, who is this? I thought they were bringing the Asians back. Maybe not. I don't really know. Turns out, they're from a dungeon I missed entirely. And I was kind of right. There were a lot of optional, unlockable dungeons in A Realm Reborn, and then in Heaven's Ward, and so on and so forth. And there's a couple here, a couple there. But that still continued through Stormblood. And there's been about, I think on average, let me see here. On average, since like Stormblood, yeah, that one had like 4. Stormblood had like 4 or 5 different dungeons that had some kind of thing going on with it. They were like optional quests. That was the last one. And then Shadowbringers just had 2. And Shadowbringers is really where they even further streamline the dungeon experience, where they're just like, we're just going to give you the dungeons to go through, but there are still 2 in each one that are optional. And I did them all in Endwalker. I got all the ones that I could get in Endwalker. I only got one of them in Shadowbringers. That was the Twinning. The Twinning was one of them. And I got none of them in Dawn Trail. So there's 3 dungeons that we got to unlock. We got to unlock Academia Ander, which we're going to do. Then we've got, from Dawn Trail, we've got Tender Valley and the Stray Burrow Deadwalk, which are, again, two totally different dungeons to do. I think there's also... Did they even... Am I missing a deep dungeon as well? Yeah. 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 Pilgrim's Traverse. Okay. So Pilgrim's Traverse as well. But we're also missing... I thought they finished with these. I didn't think they made any more of them. Because some people liked them, but everyone was like, the rewards are bad. Variant dungeons and Criterion dungeons. I thought they were done. I thought there was 2. And I was like, these are cool, these are neat. I like these. But I didn't think they got enough of a response from everybody, so I just thought they stopped. But they just turned production down a great deal. So I think they're making like 1 per expansion pack. Probably like the deep dungeons at this point. which they've been doing, I think, that since, not Stormblood, but they've been doing, like, every other one. Every other major expansion, there's usually a deep dungeon. I think Endwalker and Dawntrail were ones that had them back-to-back. But same with variant dungeons and Criterion dungeons. I think they're doing one per expansion pack per thing. And there's one called the Merchant's Tale. Is it T-A-I-L or T-A-L-E? Who knows? That just gives me a lot of Chaucer vibes, right? Canterbury Tales. This is like the Merchant's Tale or the Soldier's Tale. So I'm interested to do that one, but first things first, we're going to try to do all these dungeons. And the first one is Academia Andir, because that has story implications. We got to figure that shit out. So the requisite quest is Academia Andir. This is in Calusa. Oh my god. I can't believe I wait. Haven't logged in yet today. Got a lot of stuff to do this morning. We gotta get our scratchers. We gotta see how well we're going to do the dungeons. Is that Ann Monkey D. Luffy? No, it's Cowboy. Yes, sir, I will take one scratcher. Oh, God. Maybe. No, damn it. Well, this ticket's gonna suck. All right, next ticket. Ooh. Nope. That one maybe? Yeah. Because again, you're always looking for 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. Oh, damn it. Whoa. Nah. Nothing. Oh, these pulls are going to go horribly. Oh, I'm going to die several times. No, I think... I don't know where they are. We'll probably be able to find it, because it'll probably just be a blue quest. I also think there's a whole... I think there's a whole extra set of quests to do after the near raids. Yeah, they're all up there. Tomorrow wasn't built in a day. No? Hello? Where is this one? What? Where do I... In Yulmore. He gives it in Yulmore? Where in Yulmore? I'm so concerned, but okay, let's go to Yulmore. Let's look at the map here and see what it is we're twerking with. Said it was in Calusa. I mean, technically. Yeah, the understory. Ah! Ha! Okay, I see you there. I found you. Yes! I found you! Okay, is it out there? Oh, land dweller. You're one of the ancients' messengers, yes? How fortunate I have found you. We need your help. Ever since the abyss was lit with the city's lanterns, a great beast the likes of which we have never seen has begun hunting near the cups. It thrashes and gnashes with its cavernous maw, leaving nothing but tattered flesh in its wake. The eldest of the Arth fear it as an omen, a harbinger of our people's destruction. Have we angered the ancients? We cannot know. We dare not enter their sacred abode without first receiving their blessings. That is why I came to this town of land dwellers, to seek those who had helped us before. And here you are. Please enter the ancient city once more, speak with them, and learn what we have done to earn their ire. Clerk and Emirates, Bureau of the Administrator, can shed some light on the mystery beast. Yes. I shall go into the city in the land of the dead and talk with the administrators, see what they have, see what I have. I'm around, man. I'm around. My hair's an alpaca. I forgot how teeny tiny. And I came here as an Aura when I was supposedly a beer. I'm the big boy. Excuse me. How may I help you? Yeah, I'm looking for a dungeon. And this beast was like no other, you say. Judging from the description, it may very well be one of the new types of fauna being created by the researchers of the Academia Andir. As such, this matter is out of my purview. I suggest you take your claims to the Barua the Architect, or better yet, speak with an Academia scholar directly. You will find the Academia Andir at its public offices to the south of this building. If this mystery beast is one of their experiments, then they will surely have more information to offer you. Cool. Come on, Aurora. We fly! Don't want to hit my head on the way out. Forget how pretty this place is, because, man, there's just no reason to come back here. Which is such a bummer. This is such a cool area, and it's so big, and it's very much just this massive, ancient city. Literally born out of creation magics. Wild, man. Very Bioshock, I love it. Is it this building? It is this building! Hello? I'm looking for a dungeon. Oh, we got spooky. Got spooky real quick. Hello.
Welcome to the public offices of the Academia Andir. The hallowed halls of the Academia itself are restricted to accredited scholars. My apologies. If I am not mistaken, your residency was arranged directly by Emmett Selk himself. As such, you've been granted special dispensation to enter our prestigious institution. Might I ask what has prompted your visit with us today?
Lore drops, mostly. And I missed it.
I see. Yes, that particular creation is under our supervision. If you would like to confirm the beast's containment yourself, then might I suggest a tour of the grounds? Our head researcher is in residence, and may be able to answer questions about the experiment you described. Your zeal for knowledge is impressive in one so young. I do implore you, however, to be careful inside the Academia. Mind what you touch, and try not to distract the other researchers from their work. Finally, I must insist that you report to me on your return. It wouldn't do to lose track of our little visitor. This way, if you please.
Yeah! And can I do it with NPCs? I don't think so. I don't think I could do it. Also, I don't think... What's duty support? Oh, I think I have to go in there with somebody. I think I have to go in there first. Yeah, they're all like 73, 70. So the trust system is literally, you gotta level their asses up. Yeah, I think I have to do it once. Okay. Well, we'll try to keep our weather eye out for lore and info. We will desperately try. In fact, while we're waiting, let me see here. Oh, okay. Information for stuff. In fact, while we're waiting, hold on. I'm gonna get a thing. We're gonna do some research here.
boy, this is heavy. I've got in my pretty little hands, right here, I have them. I've got all 3 Encyclopedia Eorzeas. Oh, God.
I would prove it was sound, but I would break something. And it's either my body or a chair. We're gonna see here. I'm looking at the 3rd one right now. Let's see here. But the ancient world. Okay, this is gonna have it. This should have it. This should have it. Oh my God. Never mind. I saw her name. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure it out. Here we go. Ah, the lore! Jesus. I can't believe I missed this. This dungeon's so important. Just gonna let everybody know. Creepy? Creepy sounding? Okay. Jazz just like the other the Andir. I like it. I like it. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right. Big city. We're part of the big city. Oh, we've actually, like, gone off the beaten path here. We're strumming along the way here. Alrighty. Well, big guy. Beast is broken free. Oh, no! That's bad. Yeah. Okay, we're good over there. We're good over there. Hey-ya! Alright, we should be good. We should be good. Oh, we can do a big pull. Hello. Yep, we're still going. Visitor's Guide, I want to read it! Oh boy. We might have to Living Dead this. I think we're probably gonna have to Living Dead this. We gotta. Oh boy. I'm using Blackest Night every chance I get. Oh boy. Big pull. Oh, we are making our healer work for it. God bless him. Woo! That last one didn't even pop. Alright. Alright, sorry guys. I'm gonna read this. Y'all can kick me if you want. This hall of learning was established in honor of the first Mitron, a scholar renowned for her exceptional contributions to our marine biosphere. It is here that many ichthyologists seek to follow in Mitron's footsteps and engender sea creatures characterized by traits both unique and beneficial. Diversity is the key to a robust star. The ocean is the soup of life, and we must endeavor to enhance its richness. Such were the words of Mitron, and they guide our research to this day. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Sorry. Whoop! Alright. Because I find it interesting, but it's rude! It's rude to read in Final Fantasy XIV. Don't die! Woo. Also gives my cooldowns a little bit of a break too. You know what I mean? Get some cooldowns back. Big guy. This big fish, he the problem. Ooh, Shark Man. Okay. Whoop. Prolific puncture. That Dragoon got hit by it. So he's just jumping. Hello! Oh. Oh. Okay. This is a thing I gotta be wary of. I never thought I'd have to be wary of it before. Big AoE, yeah, coming around the sides. It's either a cone or a line. Uh-oh! Oh, what an interesting idea. Whoop, shit. Whoop, shit. Nope, do not stack. Do not stack. Oh, it's just a circle of bad. That's a cone. Okay. Okay. Blue guy is the circle. Red guy is the cone. Wait. Make it. Okay. Not very much. Oh no, we've got directions. Hello? Okay. Wild, baby. Alright, off we go. Okay. Lore. Did you know that the original Halmarut, a man lauded for countless advancements in the field of phytobiology, was an avid landscape gardener? He was famed for botanical labyrinths of intricate design, the foliage of which he sought to protect from voracious pests with the inventive application of creation magics, a recreational project said to have led to the evolution of the world's first carnivorous plants. Students of his research later expanded upon those early techniques and successfully developed an extended family of ambulatory flora. For you to wish to set down roots in this fertile field of study, hearken you to the words of Halmarut and submit your application to the academia. Oh my god! Okay. So yes, position. Much like Emmett Selk, much like La Habrea, these are positions and not names. Titles held. So the Halmarut that we see is not necessarily the Halmarut of... Whoa, boy! Okay. Onions? Wow. All the tomatoes and the beets and the plants and the onions. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why that took all of my concentration. There's no need for it to. Whoa, hello. Is this the first time we would see these guys? No, that's a lie. They were in the desert. I don't know why I'm getting excited. Jesus. Oh my god, it barely popped. AoEs or big cones. So Blackest Night isn't really popping any. Sometimes, very rarely. Big guy! Of course it's Morble. Colors of the plants, okay. This is gonna be a thing for sure. Woo! Oh, take a little bit of help from me. Again! Again! Again? And again! Some of that, okay. Auto attacks her. All right, yeah, colors of plants. I knew it. Whoop, we want to get off. I don't know, because everyone's just on the ring. Oh, I need to help out my team. Yeah, gross. Trying to keep them in a spot when my Dragoon has access to both the flank and a side. The flank and the rear. Whoop. Here we go. I think I'm doing an okay job. Oh, then he goes back in the center anyways. Hooray! Okay, so yes, Halmarut, botanist. Field of botany, but there's also Miton or Mitron. That was another one. Hello. This was never meant to happen. It's even worse. The words of La Habrea. These were motherfuckers that studied life. Now La Habrea, this is all armor, enchantments, that sort of thing. Bombs, magical creatures. Monstrous creatures, is that something that La Habrea worked with? I think we go... Oh yeah, we're going this way. Just gotta... Alright, everybody catch up! Don't hurt me, please! Don't tease me! Don't tease me, old tank! So stupid. Don't laugh at that. Don't comment at that. Don't do anything. Don't tease me! Oh, jeez. Ah! That was sudden! I think I got hit by it anyways. right. No words La Habrea, because I think we know enough about that motherfucker. Wah! No, there's something here! Oh, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out and take... No, we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that to the group. I will go back and read it. It's not intention to make it boring. Don't hurt me! Eh! Hit me. Come on. Come on now. What you doing? Hit me. There we go.
Alright, and then I just go read this real quick.
The instances of spontaneous creation occurring in the lands across the ocean are now a confirmed phenomenon. Seemingly unguided by conscious will, these aberrations are said to manifest as malformed beasts of nightmarish aspect and unrestrained ferocity. High-ranking phantomologists have since been dispatched to afflicted areas, where they have conducted the capture and transport of a single entity. The specimen, characterized by a disproportionately large maw, was dubbed Archaeotania, and investigations into its etheric composition are ongoing. A theory posited by the esteemed La Habrea suggests that the shape these fiendish beings assume is not random, but rather an amalgamation of the fears which lurk beneath our rational minds. As of this writing, researchers have begun pursuing methods by which potent guardians of deliberate design might be engendered to stand against this mounting threat. So, everything that was happening with Median was already happening. Like, Dynamis was already creating creatures of monstrous proportion. She just helped this along and furthered it along. Who are you? What? Quetzalcoatl? What? Guardian Force. Guardian Force. That's a thing. That's a thing. That's something. That's something in Final Fantasy stuff. Oh my god. And also just a primal. Kind of.
Oh! Please, I want to live.
Drop little balls of gas. What are those? Okay. I think we were probably supposed to grab those. Ooh, okay. We might have been supposed to grab those. What are they? Damage dealt increased. Do I grab it? Can I grab it? Can I get? Can I has? Oh! Kind of. Oh, it's bad!
Oh, boy.
like, get these? Do we collect them? Oh! Oh! Hell yeah! I'm a genius. I'm a genius. That one. And I get that one, and then run away! Oh my god, because it's got 9 of these? I just got 2. Unfair. Oh, that's gonna knock us back. Time to run. He's so big! The balls are so big! Yeah! 2 AFP. Thank you for the party. Thank you for patience. Okay, so that's... Alright, so yeah, La Habrea was the studier of monsters. And we know that because he was a jailer. Effectively, he housed the jail. Let me give a recommendation to our healer. And there we go. Hooray! Oh, we got so much to read.
Our studious visitor returns. What do you think of our experiments? Were your questions answered in a satisfactory manner?
The scholars had turned into monsters.
What you witnessed would not have been transformation magics. 'Tis more likely you observed the result of our research into advanced creation. Shape-changing is a temporary effect at best. Creation, on the other hand, converts one's life energies into ether, which is then expended to bring a well-constructed concept into solid reality.
That's just... Oh my god. That's primal summoning.
By combining the ether of many individuals, we can theoretically create entities of even greater complexity and grandeur, the methodology of which is the focus of our current experiments. Was there aught else which piqued your curiosity? I shall endeavor to provide you with answers to the best of my ability.
The experiments had escaped.
Escaped? I should think not. The Academia Andir boasts the most secure facilities and research protocols of any institution on this star. Ah, but they were scheduled to conduct research on those samples we captured from across the sea. Is it possible they were even more potent than we anticipated? Yet even if such were the case, one cannot dismiss the resourcefulness of our scholars, not to mention the presence of the esteemed La Habrea. Yes, I am certain they will soon have the situation well in hand. You needn't worry your young mind about such things, and do not be discouraged. 'Tis a pity your inquiries were disrupted this time, but there will be other opportunities to visit. Was there aught else which piqued your curiosity? I shall endeavor to provide you with answers to the best of my ability.
I never thought of La Habrea as an academic, but, I mean, he was. Let's get some info.
Get some info? Oh my, yes. There are few who can match his knowledge and expertise in the field of phantom creation. You passed through the words of La Habrea, did you not? I imagine you found the research material there to be of particular interest, considering the purpose of your visit. Was there aught else which piqued your curiosity? The same thing?
No, I got nothing more to ask.
No, nothing? Well, as long as your thirst for knowledge has been slacked, then we should consider your visitation time well spent. As for the creature you suspect has broken free, rest assured that our officials will be taking up the thread of your investigation. You are certain it was not within the Academia grounds?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
If by some miracle, Arcatonia has gained its free... Arcatania?
Ooh, that's gotta be something.
Has gained its freedom, then what has become of the researchers tasked to contain it? Oh, idle musings, nothing more. Was there not an acquaintance awaiting news of your progress? Best not keep them in the dark.
It seems the Academia Ander has no further information for you regarding the mystery beast. Return to the derelicts and make your report to the Onda. Okay. Then we go to you more. I've got so many questions. I got so many questions. Here we are. Whoop.
You have returned. What of the ancients? How do we soothe their rancor? You know, I don't know, man. You mean the beast escaped? It was not released to torment us? A terrible creation indeed if it can slip the bonds of the ancients. And yet it is a relief to know that we did not slight the old ones, that it was not our deeds which summoned forth this fiend. I will swim back to the cups and consult my comrades. Must think of a strategy. Though huge in size, the beast is swift. Elusive my kin would be glad to have your aid in seeking its tracks. Finless ones do best where there is no water. The sea has yet to reclaim our home. Come to the ocean floor, land dweller. Come and hunt the beast.
Oh my god, is there further quest line to this? Okay, well they're okay. Oh, now hold on. Oh, it's a beast of the final days in the Tempest. And it's part of like a special boss fate called the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. Okay. Page 282 of the encyclopedia. What? 282. 282. Oh yeah, there it is. Beasts of the Final Days. Yep, there's the first beast. Catania, the Terminus Splinter. These are all the things of... And then Beasts of the Current Age. There's all the blasphemies. The Indigo Beast. Oh my god. Okay. But so far as we're looking, so... Oh my god, and there's a whole thing on Academia Andir. Oh my god, I gotta read all these again. Holy god. Okay, hold on. So first things first. We got the Convocation of 14. There's a Zem. That's the Traveler, Pilgrim of the Star, and Counselor to the People. That's effectively us. And going clockwise, we got Logrif, who is the Pastor, Cataloger and Caretaker of Terrestrial Creations. I don't think we have met them or seen them. There's Mitron, which we heard about in the Academia. They were the person that studied the sea. They were Magister of Nautical Affairs and Surveyor of Aquatic Creations. Emmett Selk, the Redeemer, Keeper of the Underworld and Overseer of Death. Pashtoro, the Arbiter, Conservator of Order and the Collective Will. I don't think we've met Pashtoro. I don't think so. Fan Daniel, we met him, the Observer, Assayer of Extant Phenomena and Overseer of Life. Predominantly because that was Hermes. Because it was Hermes. Hermes was his name. Fandaniel is the title. It is the position. All of these are position names. Then we have Ultima, A-L-T-I-M-A, not Ultima, the composer, advocate of aesthetics and the myriad arts. Halmaret, the sower, cultivator of botanical and mycological creations. Nabriales, contender, martial champion, and refiner of technique. I believe we've met Nabriales. And now we've met Halmaret as well. Igorim, the rhetorician, auditor of debate and collator of knowledge. Dudalfin, the innovator, appraiser of architecture and patron of invention. Emer Oloth, the mender, curator of medicinal and therapeutic practices. La Habrea, the creator, authority on creation principles and phantomology. And Elidibus, the emissary, adjudicator of the convocation of the 14. So, yes. These are all the titles of people. So far, I think the ones we have not met are Logreif the pastor, Mitron the mariner, Pastoro the arbiter, Ultima the composer. Nabriales we have seen. We have seen Nabriales. Igorim, the rhetorician, we haven't seen. Dudalfin, the innovator. And Emerloch the mender. Or not Emerloch. Emerololth. Emerololth. It says here, in some level of this Animesis, Andir. Academia Andir, here's something. Although many Emeritines were astonished. I know, this has just turned into the reading hour, but I want to know this shit. Although many Emeritines were astonished by news of the phenomenon occurring across the seas, which is just the creation of these beasts, they did not immediately recognize it as a dire threat to their existence. On the contrary, the mood was widely optimistic, with some even rejoicing at the emergence of a substantive puzzle upon which to exercise their talents. In contrast to the general populace, however, authorities in the field of creation magics regarded this development with wary concern. The words of La Habrea, a department within the Research Institute of the Academia Andir, dispatched high-ranking phantomologists to the afflicted area to capture and return with a single beast. An in-depth study of Archaeotania, as the captured abomination was named, determined it to be a greater threat than any heretofore known phantom creation. Horrified researchers rushed to develop viable countermeasures focused upon creating even stronger familiars to fight in their stead. If the beasts were spawned by man's fear, they reasoned, then it seemed best to avoid direct confrontation. Their experiments culminated in a revolutionary technique wherein a practitioner could expend a vast amount of ether contained in their own soul to summon forth a powerful entity, an art which became the precursor to modern primal summoning. That is literally, that's what we fought. It was the Quetzalcoatl. He summons forth himself in order to create this being to fight these beasts. Oh my god. And above that, there's something here, a little blurb about the final days. I want to read this too. It says, the ancients thrived for years untold in their ever more perfect paradise, and it seemed they might do so forever, until the end was, at once, upon them. It began as a crooning sound from the land itself, in a place across the sea from Amaron. The anomalous noise sent creatures into a frenzy, and even men were not spared the rising madness. Creation magics went awry, forging ephemeral fears into very real beasts, twisted abominations which attacked all within reach. The ancients were swift to mount a defense. They had other, less volatile arcane arts at their disposal, and mages well versed. In their use stood ready to smite the monsters into oblivion. Yet when it came time to do battle, the terror which gripped their hearts proved the more daunting foe. Uncontrollable fear birthed new monstrosities, and so horror begat horror in a growing crescendo until the star was engulfed in shrieking violence. This grim phenomenon came to be known as the Final Days. That's, oh my god, it's such an awesome idea, and I love it so damned much. You have no idea. It's so fucking cool. I love it. And then Archaeotania, or Archaeotania. Emerantine researchers captured this powerful beast in ancient times, hoping to discover means to thwart the spreading aberrations.
It has since been sighted in the first in the depths of the Tempest. Has Archaeotania persisted all this time, sealed within ruins which survived the Sundering? Or was it merely another prop, conjured by Emmett Selk to help convey the horror of the final days? Oh, okay, yeah, and that's the beast you fight. That's the guy you fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Final Fantasy lore is so fucking cool, dude. Oh, these are the two guys that we fought. The Petlalotus and the Morble Marquis. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. I love the lore of Final Fantasy XIV. Sweet goodness, I love the lore of Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, so Hemorrhout referred to something called the Wintering. And the Wintering has got to be... Hemorrhout is the study of biological life. So not the seas, not creation magics, nothing, just life. Life itself. Biological life. It stands very much to reason then to think that a lot of this creation and a lot of this creation magic, not creation magic, the source and all the different reflections, it's possible they are straining creation. So I think the Wintering, or the Withering, that she called it, I think this is literally going to be a, like, Marvel, like, Avengers Endgame Thanos-style problem, right? Because Thanos' whole deal in the Marvel comics and the movies and everywhere was, life is spiraling too fast out of control. Life is moving too quickly. There's too many people, not enough resources. And so I think that's what she's talking about, that she's looking like biologically across all these reflections, across everywhere, life is going crazy. Or the exact opposite of that. It's not life, but it's ether. That because of everything that the Ascians did and all the ether imbalances and all of that, that's literally causing just ether imbalances to run amok. And as that is literally happening, it's just going to shut everything down. That's my idea. That's my idea. Now, we also, there's something here too about the Ardor. This is the Ascen's ultimate purpose was to restore the Sundered World to its original state, thereby awakening the imprisoned Zodiark. They would see Hydaelyn cast down, reinstate Zodiark as the will of the star, then offer up the mended souls of the Source's populace to resurrect the sacrificed brethren. Long years that they spend in planning their methodology. Once they had established the means to travel the rift in spiritual form, only then did they attempt the first rejoining. It was an unmitigated disaster. In attempting to force the neighboring reflection to merge with the source, they upset the elemental balance. Darkness swelled and swallowed the world of the 13th, leaving the Aether Star of the Void in its place. The failure did, however, demonstrate how the flow of energies between the reflections and the source would seek equilibrium. By introducing a gradual elemental imbalance to a reflection, then weakening the barrier separating worlds with a well-timed calamity in the source, the Ascians discovered that the rejoining would progress of its own accord, a phenomenon they named the Ardor. Patient and cunning, they insinuated themselves into mortal societies, influencing events and fomenting discord that their beloved star might one day be whole again. History tells us that 7 times did they succeed, the source racked by 7 umbral calamities. And so, yeah, we have a conceptual design of the source and its reflections. We've seen that before, the big old circle. It's theorized that the worlds actually overlap each other in position, each occupying a separate, displaced layer of reality. The magnitude of this displacement varies, however, and this circular layout best illustrates the relative distances between them. So we got the source. The first, which we went to, was devastated by the Flood of Light. The 13th was consumed by the Flood of Darkness. We went there at the end of Endwalker and helped them out. That was all Final Fantasy IV. The 12th. Not the 9th? Oh no, the 12th is gone. Rejoined in the second umbral calamity. Lightning. The second was rejoined in the third umbral calamity. That's fire. Third was rejoined in the 4th. That's earth. 5th was rejoined in the first umbral calamity of wind. The 6th was rejoined in the 5th, which is ice. The 7th was rejoined in the 7th. Hold on, that's astral. And then the 10th was rejoined in the 6th umbral calamity of water. So the only ones that are unspoiled, or left untouched, so to speak, are... I mean, we went to the 1st and the 13th, so we've seen those places. So there's the 4th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 11th. That's it. We've been to the 9th, and they were undergoing a calamity of lightning. Again, like the 12th. Now, the 12th was rejoined. So the idea was that these reflections no longer exist because they've been rejoined to the source. So everyone's like, we're going to... Because, like, obviously the 9th is all Final Fantasy 9. People are like, we're going to Final Fantasy 7. We're getting a Final Fantasy 7 one. We can't. That was rejoined. The 7th was rejoined. With astral energy, which is... So there was the Flood of Light and the Flood of Darkness. Astral energy is literally... positive energies. Because... So we've got light and dark. Those are elements as well. Hold on. Now I'm going back to the first Encyclopedia Eorzea, because we have... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there's fire, wind, lightning, water, ice, and earth. There's umbral and astral, and then light and dark. So there's light and dark magic. And what we found is that light and dark is literally like... Darkness literally created the void. It literally flooded the whole place. So, like, light and darkness will create floods. These are just floods of astral energy. But then there's astral and umbral as well. So there hasn't been an umbral... There hasn't been a world. There's been ones taken by everything else. Fire, wind, lightning, water, ice, and earth. We got light and darkness. One of them has been taken by astral energy, according to this chart here. And it's the 7th. Astral. But there hasn't been one that's been taken or rejoined due to an umbral. Like an umbral calamity. They've been rejoined in umbral calamities, and maybe that's why. Fucking fascinating. Oh my god. I love this shit. I love this kind of lore stuff. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay. That's enough nerding out for now. Let's do another one. Which one do we got to get this time? Let's just go to the next one we have available. That's Tender Valley. Let's see where we go to get this guy. Of course it's called It Belongs in a Museum. Oh my word. Okay. So let's do this questy as well. Oh no, the controller! Oh shit, we might have to. Please just work. Oh, thank God. Okay. That shit's fascinating. Maybe that's the umbral. Okay, so maybe the wintering is this umbral energy. Because one of the shards was rejoined in astral. I've also got to read more about that as well, because I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that would be. Because there's astral and umbral, that's light and dark. You would figure that would also be a... what am I thinking of? That would be light and dark. Like, astral and umbral would just be light and dark, but apparently it's different. Now, that's also not to say that, like, these ethereal imbalances can't happen on other planets. Like, the 9th was struck with the calamity of... effectively a calamity of lightning. Whole world's being destroyed by lightning. Wow, okay. Matthew, at last, you have no idea how long I've waited here, hoping we might finally meet.
There is a matter of utmost importance I simply must have your assistance with. But introductions are in order. I am Zetian, professor of archaeology at the Studium. At the behest of the former head of Reason, I was invited to oversee various archaeological expeditions throughout Tyrol. I heard from a little bird in Volokshuna that you, most renowned adventurer, had made your way to the continent, and could think of no better individual to aid me in uncovering its history. As a matter of fact, I have already made a fascinating discovery in the wilds of Zuchtaral. I chartered a balloon to examine a point of interest in Shaloni, you see, and soon discovered ruins which had been unseen for nigh a millennium.
Surely, Lady Luck is on my side, I thought. But alas, things soon took a turn for the worst.
In the spirit of inquiry, I hired a group of mercenaries for protection and made my first foray into the area, but we were no more than halfway through before a host of fierce fiends barred our approach. Truth be told, 'tis a miracle we even made it out alive. Yet for a seasoned explorer like you, I dare say delving into the deepest recesses of such ruins unharmed would be child's play. What do you say? Would you aid my investigation and embark on this new adventure?
Hell yeah.
Threaten me with a good time. I knew you wouldn't disappoint. The ruins lie beyond the river north of Lake Towery in Shalon. Let us continue our conversation there.
Okay, I will follow you.
Ooh, off in the corner. I think that way leads to mountains. Actually, I'm going to get a bird's eye view of this. Hip. Hip. Bird's eye view. It's a bird's eye view. Yeah, okay. Because there's also that, right? Like, what is that also called? Sand nest. Fucking wild that that's just there. It's a flat plateau area of land. Can I help? Oh, right, I'm not supposed to go this way apparently. Whoopsie poopsie, I'm just exploring. Hey man. Wonderful, you're here! History lost to the ages lie in the valley just upstream. 'Tis a landscape unlike any other, teeming with sabo tenders of all shapes and sizes. I call it Tender Valley. Doubtless the ruins have remained untouched for all these years due to its barbed environs. After all, none would wish to become the victim of their thousand needles. Though I believe the ruins nested deep within the valley to be Yakhoi in origin, and closer inspection reveals motifs even I could not recognize. There's a new discovery waiting to be found within, I'm sure of it. Alas, the defense mechanisms protecting it were far too much for the mercenaries I hired. It would be wise not to underestimate them yourself. Lest I forget, you should know that I dropped some of my notes concerning the expedition during my escape. If you would know of my findings, I encourage you to search for the records during your exploration. I shall await your return here. I entrust to you the honor of discovering the unknowns which lie within. I mean, again, we're just gonna run through this. I'm certain there's really cool lore in there and all that, but beep boop sad toot. So let me see here. While we're waiting, I'm going to get an eye on. So the 7th is the 7th umbral calamity of astral origin. The first encyclopedia thingamawhatsit goes through all of the umbral calamities. So there's the 4th, there's the 5th, the 6th, that was the calamity of water. Seventh umbral calamity. Oh, that's the most recent one. That's all a Realm Reborn, with primal summonings and everything else. Okay. Okay. Because then, yeah, we get out of that. That's the whole thing there, the Garlean Empire. And of course, the creation of Ultima Weapon. And that, more or less, was it. That took us out of that into the 7th, I think they call it the 7th Astral Era. 7th Astral Era, yes. So the 7th Astral Era is where we find ourselves now, because around the time of Endwalker, there was going to be an 8th Umbral Calamity that we avoided, which would have been even worse. And that was Black Rose, that was all that, and Emmett Selk had a hand in it. Just as we see, like, La Habrea and folks had a big hand in the 7th Umbral Calamity, in the Awakening of Bahamut.
It's fascinating.
Oh. But I just like this stuff, okay? I just really like this stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. I really like it. These big old tomes of lore. I love this shit. Probably the one, I mean, yeah, the Encyclopedia number 2 is just kind of like, here's where you were in Stormblood. And it's really the third one that's like, here's all the Ascians. Like, 1 and 3 have, like, a lot of lore. Which kind of, I wish Encyclopedia number 2 was way more about the geography. What? No! Oh, fuck. Alright. Alright. We'll just do this one quick. We'll do it quick. Hey, guys. There you go. Jesus. People are in a rush, so here we go. Okay. Yeah, we can get through this fast. We can get through it fast and quick. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I don't know why I assumed I was just not going to be in the queue for another dungeon. So we probably selected Tender Valley, and it got this one instead. Whoop. Oh boy. This is literally faster. I don't know why. We got a Viper with us? A Viper and a Ninja? No, Viper and Samurai. No, Viper and Ninja. They just hate waiting. Oh my god, we nearly got this guy down. What? That's insane. That's so much faster than the other group that we just ran with, that we literally just ran with. Oh my god, he's dead. Oh my god, that was so fast. Jeez, crawl. Nope, get out of here, you. Get out of here. Nope, he's just gonna hang out there at the edge. And pout. God, that's fast. Ninja and a Viper. Oh my god, they're murderers. I mean, Viper already does a lot of damage. It truly does. I'm running. I'm going at a steady pace. I hope you live. I'll take things off of you. Don't you worry about it. I just hope you live. God, that's so fast. Holy God, that's so fast. Wow. That's insane to me. That's really fast. That is kicking ass and taking names. Bubble. Is it a good bubble? Oh, nobody's got it. So many times, so many groups will just ignore the ninjas. I don't know what the skill is called, but they'll lay down like a golden AoE in an area, and it does extra damage over time. It's great. And there's so many groups I've been a part of that like move enemies out of it. Doing? This fight's also stupid fast. Oh my god. God, yeah, we're already at 68%. Holy shit, man. I mean, this has to be annoying for both of them because this thing is constantly turning to do this attack. And they never want to be directly in front of it. Impaled. I want to kind of provide a little bit of both. A little bit of both sides here. Especially now since we got two of them. Get out of there. Because as much as I'd like to be like max melee, like they're dealing way more damage than I am. let's not get it twisted. They're doing way more damage than I am. Oh my god. Yeah, this is insane. Holy shit, this is so fast. Oh my god. Get through 2 or 3 dungeons at this rate. Hey, Leon, you got those 2, right? You got them. Here we go. Bring those to me, Aileen. Come on. Use your legs. There we go. Bring him to me. You want to pull? That's fine. Pull smart. There we go. There we are. There we go. Got all those guys. And around, right around the corner. And then pulling to the car. Get them all in the goop. Get them all in the goop. Come on, guys. Get them all in the goop. Good golden goop. It does not last nearly for as long as I thought it did, which is such a bummer. There we go. Thank God, though, that I actually got. I mean, you get what you need, right? The other group was a little slower, but they hung out. They let me read. They did all that stuff. These guys, never in a million years. They would not let me do that. Way too uppity. Yep, I offer up my life's energy in the name of noble creation. Yeah, so they're making. That didn't work. And it was bad. Alright, you guys get all the power stuff when it shows up. I don't want to touch them because they're gonna get way more than me. There's a much bigger benefit to them getting it than if I get it. Grab them. Grab them all. Grab them all. Grab everyone. Come on. There you go. Bam! Yeah! So much better if you guys do it. And then run! That's such a neat mechanic. I like that. And to the center again, would you please? Thank you very much. Yep, grab them up. Grab them all. Nab them up. Nab them up. Those are not for me. There you go. There you go. Oh, I should have. This will go well. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Let's get a combination. There we go. I'm not gonna get any. I got one! Oh boy. Okay, now let's actually do. I mean, let's just do this. Oh my word! Can't believe that happened.
Whoa! Right away. Let's go.
It'll probably just be this. That might be all we have time for. But we're definitely going to do more unlocks again. So we got so much stuff. I mean, we were waylaid by lore. I will blame lore every day. I will always blame reading. I will always blame reading because it is the best thing to blame. But like, sorry, it took me so long. I was reading. Oh, well, yeah. Sorry I was late for this meeting. I was reading. Look at this guy! I love it. I love that. I love the idea of a whole valley just with cactuars. Look at those goofballs! There's little teeny tinies. Sorry for goofs. Why is this so nice? A barb mole! I don't know how strong anything is here, so I'm just gonna pull.
Yoinks! Run away! Let's pull up to the cactus here. Let's get all the way up to the cactus, far as we can. Hopefully not die. Woo! Guy.
Oh my god, he's got little cactars on his head. Like they've all got the pose. Either that or those are very, very suggestive phallic. No, those are cactars. Do those grow other cactars? The cactar mom and dad? Look at this guy. Oh, we fought guys like this guy before. Nothing too special. What a goof! Tighten up your dents. I have a samurai with us now. Tighten up your dents.
Who is the big guys? Who is the biggest?
Just saving up everything for the boss. Just our good old 1-2 hits. This'll work us just fine. And they just tumble out of the way like, oh jeez, oh sorry. Look at this doofus! With actual dicks for hands. Look at the actual health. A barrel tender. Oh, oh. That's gonna be a whole thing. Uh-huh. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we wanted the big one because then they're gonna shrink. I see. Alrighty, I see. I got you. Hello? Oh! Some have flowers, some don't. Does that matter? Oh no! Okay, good. Hold him up a little bit. There we go.
Prickly left.
Oh no! Oh my god. That made me fucking that was real. I panicked. That was so fast. Oh jeez, man. Lord, that was so quick. You're like, it's just the left side. No need to worry about it. You need to worry about it. What is the armor set for this place? I gotta know what the armor set looks like. It's gotta be so silly and goofy. Oh my god, I have no but ah! Well, I can't get anything anyway. Down the slide! Whoa, actually. Whoa, whoa, that looks so fucking cool. That looks so good. People are dying. Oh my god. Taking in the sights. And they're taking out my healer. That looks great though. So cool. And real like early, a throwback to like early American structures as well. That's awesome actually. Love the look of that. This looks so cool. Look at all that. Look at it. Well, it's hard to now. Oh, that looks slick. It's so early American. Oh, I love it. I love the look. Whoop! Hitting wrong buttons. Hitting the buttons wrong. And you're the tank, don't do it. Get them all in the cup. Look at this guy. Anthracite. What is... Okay. All right. I'm figuring it out. Sorry, I had to there's a puzzle here. I had to figure this man out immediately. Okay. Okay. He's gonna go in there, so the goop is gonna shoot out of there. Oh! Oh, out of red ones. Oh, okay. So red's not safe. It's literally, yep. Healer's got it. Healer's got it on lockdown. I'm watching that guy. Alright, so reds are not safe again. So we probably just want to be right here, right? Immediately. There we go. And reds are not safe again, but we can just come up this way. Boom! We're getting it! I like it! But now the blues are not safe. Woohoo! Wow. I'm gonna start developing a pattern that I just gotta talk when I do this particular fight. Blues are not safe. Reds are safe. Blues not safe. Protect me, nighttime. love me Dark Knight. Dark Knight's so good. I mean, it's gonna be worse. Yeah, 690? No. Actually, I don't even have room. What am I talking about? Ooh, okay. Ronkin! It's the worm! It's the great worm!
It's the snake in the forest.
But that was on the first. So these guys also worship these. These are also like Ronkin, old Ronkin technology as well. Well, I mean, old. You say old, but not really. Also, either this healer is great, which they are, or they're also bored out of their minds. Because, my god, I'm only using, like, Reprisal and the Darkest Night. What is this? Hello? Oh! Rolling around it! Oh, and this guy. Yeah, it's old Runkin technology. Yep. Oh my god. Fucking wild, man. But they were doing that. They were doing this with the train. They were making all of these kind of pulls back to N1. Like, you remember these guys, right? Oh, I did a goof. Oh my god, are we fighting the giant serpent? Is it the great snake? Please. Please. There's so much cool stuff in here, but it's also so goofy. Woo! Oh my god, it is! Yeah! He's such an idiot! The great serpent, the greatest serpent of Tyrol. Oh my god! Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. I gotta let him know. Gotta let him know. Ooh, boy. So fucking goofy. Alright, there's gonna be a spike edge for sure. Either throughout the whole fight, or... Nope, whole fight. The bouncy castle. Alright, they're going to bounce in different directions. We gotta find the safe spot. Go with the healer. They know what they're doing. Oh, it's just a whole line. Oh, I see how it works. Okay. Whoop. Circles. Okay. How big are the circles? Okay. Feel a longing to vacate your mortal coil. No, I don't want that. Oh. Nope! That's bad. Oh, there's a good one! Oh, there's a good one! No! Fuck! Never mind, I hate this! Okay. What is this guy? What? Oh! Oh my god, they've got a raid mechanic in my Final Fantasy 14.
With through the shit.
That's awesome. Oh my god, what a goofball. And then he's just gone! No, he's right there! The greatest serpent in all of Taral. Love that little guy. Oh my god, I can't believe that I left all my... my bags are full of shit! You are returned, and with nary a needle to be seen. I experienced them firsthand myself. The pain was simply indescribable. That said, once it subsided, I was surprised to find that the lower back pain, which had ailed me for years, had completely vanished. Now tell me of your expedition. I wish to hear everything. What did you see? What was hidden deep within those ruins? A great snake, the likes of which you may never understand. Its royalty.
Its majesty. Its brilliance.
I see. How truly remarkable. To think that the structures of a separate civilization lie in the depths of the Yokoi ruins, and at their deepest point a great serpentine creature awaited. This is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, a significant discovery regarding Jacques Dural's history. Tell me, what thoughts have you concerning the valley's depths? Yeah, literally that. Yeah, literally. It reminded me of the ancient Ronkin ruins I saw in Another World. That was literally my first thought. What, truly? Such a claim is invaluable testimony. Based on your descriptions, it is likely that the ancient Yokoi simultaneously feared and revered the serpent of unfathomable power, and after encountering it, constructed the temple to conceal it from the world. This may be the final element which proves my life's work, a theory, the eerie resemblance of the reflections' civilizations. Oh, yeah, dude. Absolutely. In my capacity as a professor of the studium, I've taken the liberty of reading the Scion's reports concerning the source, its reflections, and the civilizations therein for myself. Their findings indicate that the Sundering diminished mankind's intelligence to that of beasts. The flourishing civilization of the ancients was forgotten, and the peoples of each reflection set out on separate paths, forging disparate civilizations of their own. Yet can we say that these civilizations, worlds apart, are truly so different? If we all came from one shared ancient heritage, would it not be natural that the development of each society and culture bears similarities to one another? I mean, yeah. What I'm trying to say is that it is entirely possible a society which predates the Yokoi and bears similarities to ancient Raka once existed in the source. Naturally, it is necessary to conduct further research regarding how twin civilizations born in two separate worlds developed under entirely different environments. Nevertheless, your discovery today has provided further proof of the plausibility of my theory. On that subject, I would ask you to join me on another adventure, one markedly less fraught with danger. As one who has traversed beyond the rift to the first, your knowledge and insight concerning ancient Ronka are invaluable. I would journey to Warlord's Echo and speak with a chronicler of the Yokoi, that I might learn of their legends. Who knows, we may just discover some striking parallels to the culture of ancient Ronka. That would actually be awesome. Oh, and he wants me to go right now. Maybe we can sell some of this stuff too. Let's see what we got. 'Cause we don't have anything. I mean, we got a lot of that stuff. Yeah, we don't. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, we can just sell all this stuff. No! Woo. we'll keep all of the... We'll keep all of that material. We'll sort which ones we need, which ones we don't later on. No, not Milford. It's this guy. This guy over here. What's going on, sir? I'm pleased to see you made it, Matthew. I came by Alpaca, and for a blessing, felt no pain in my lower back the entire ride. Perhaps the medicinal applications of sabotender needles is a field deserving of further study. Dude, my guy, absolutely. Subject for another time, perhaps. The personage before us is the selfsame individual who informed me that Yukhoi ruins may exist in Shaoloni. They looked after me when I came here previously to conduct field work, and are an extraordinarily erudite individual, well versed in ancient legends. Tell me, my friend, based on what I've shared with you, were you able to find any commonalities between the legends of your people and the ruins we discovered in Jacques Tural?
Excluding those concerning disease, the precious few stories of our ancestors who traversed north have been passed down. But for the valiant warrior who brought the sky ruin low, I would share with you a story regarding the Great Serpent, one we normally would not disclose to outsiders. Please follow me to the indelible passage. The mural shall explain all.
I love that this goofy little snake is like absolutely a world ender. I love it. Okay, all the way over there.
Flap your little wings, roar, flap your little wings. We've got lore to discover.
Ver. You know, Lord or Explorer would have been a lot better. And if my brain were smarter and my mouth better, I would have said those words.
Everybody having a good stream?
Fascinating stuff, though. I truly, though, cannot believe that, like, I thought to get both of them. I think really and truly it was just because I saw the opening cutscene of Academia Andir, and I saw, like, the fish there, and I immediately recognized, like, oh, I have seen a trailer for this, and I just totally forgot. So I saw that in a trailer, did all the other content, and totally forgot about the dungeon, and just missed it entirely.
A legend concerning the Great Serpent is hidden within this mural. Pray gaze upon it carefully as I weave for you an ancient tale.
All right.
What are we looking at? Long, long ago, a sect of our ancestors forged north. There, deep within a valley, they discovered the remains of an ancient temple. Its inhabitants had long perished, and the purpose for which the structure existed was itself an enigma. Yet when our forebears finally delved into its furthest recesses, they discovered a great serpent deep in slumber. It should be noted, our people reverse serpents as divine creatures who govern the boundary between worlds. To behold one of such immense power, dormant there within the ruins, they believed it best to build a temple around its chambers and offer prayers for its divine protection. Yet in the ensuing years, our people were plagued by disease. Time and again, our ancestors offered supplications for divine assistance, but no matter how fervent their prayers, the Great Serpent never deigned to answer them. In the end, a great many of our forebears withdrew from the northern lands. Only the most devout worshippers of the Great Serpent remained, but they too would eventually withdraw into a somber procession, having buried too many brothers and sisters.
The sect who remained prayed for the Great Serpent's awakening. They prayed for a salvation that would never come. Yet why should it awaken now? And what incited its aggression? Was it simply by chance that it roused in so foul a mood, or is there perhaps some underlying reason we've yet to uncover?
The devout who held vigil at the temple held this belief. When the Great Serpent doth awaken, its coil shall envelop the world. In other words, the creature's discovery was itself a pretext to legitimize their territorial expansion north. Yet their prayers fell on deaf ears. Only now, before our benefactor, has the Great Serpent finally awoken. A peculiar but altogether fascinating turn of events. If the being you encountered truly was divine, Mayhap it is you who shall receive its blessings.
If we consider that our friend here, a traveler capable of crossing the rift twixt worlds, was blessed by a being who governs that boundary, would that not fit the interpretation held by the sect who remained? At any rate, Matthew's testimony and the legends of the Yokhoi shall go a long way in verifying my theory. If I can gather sufficient evidence that these two civilizations, worlds apart, share fundamental values, and prove my thesis, our outlook on history shall be irrevocably changed. Mayhap even an entire new field of study shall be pioneered. Does the inception of civilization and its infancy bear similarities in its reflection? Was there some localized connection between them, such as a planar fissure? Or perhaps there was some all-powerful keeper of whispers peering through the veil? Just thinking about what it is that connects us across the rifts gets my heart racing! Good for you, man. I certainly have my work cut out for me. And now that you've made the ruins safe, I may resume my expedition and, perhaps more importantly, continue writing my thesis. Master Chronicler, Matthew, I cannot thank either of you enough for your cooperation this day. I know not where my research will take me, but I have no doubt my pursuit of the mysterious and miraculous will see us cross paths again. Yeah, you too, buddy.
That guy's fucking weird. Anyway.
I tried to find the Great Serpent in there. I couldn't find a depiction of the little dude. He's in there somewhere. Oh my goodness. Those were fun. Those were fun dungeons. Dare I say, fungeons. I think I have my dailies to do still. Or something along those lines. But those are fun. Those are good. I like those. I like those a lot. But I gotta get going. I must be orphan off. Because the other ones, I do have to get going. We got plans today. I'm running the game of Daggerheart today, so I got to get going. But knocking two of them out immediately, not bad. I think next week what we'll probably do, because I really do like the variant dungeons, we'll probably do the Strayburrow Deadwalk, because that's the last dungeon that we have to unlock. And then we'll do the Merchant's Tale for the rest of that day. And either do, it with group. We'll probably do some of the first ones solo, but we might do them with groups and all sorts of stuff. But yeah. Oh, you can get that guy as a mount! That's awesome. You just hang out. Just hang out on its back. Figure that out. I gotta feed Aurora. Hold on here. Have some nummy-nums. There you go. But yeah, that's gotta be it for me, everybody. Those were fun. Those were good to go through. Can't believe we went through the Academia twice. And that second one was so fucking fast. So fast. God, ninjas. And I think it would have been just as fast maybe if we had a Reaper as well. Viper's no joke. The damage that Viper can output is kind of bonkers. But it's just such a crazy class. It's like Speed Demon Simon Says. It's wacky. I'm paying more attention to my hotbar than what I'm actually doing. It's wild. I gotta give it another shot. I gotta give it another chance. I know I do. And I'm currently leveling it up. But yeah. Yeah, man. That was good. I like that. I like all the lore. Thank you for indulging me just read to you from the Encyclopedia Eorzea's. I think I have an idea. Obviously, we're going to really find out in the next expansion patch that comes out, because the trailer shows us actually talking to Hemero. So, and I think, I definitely think, so I was mad. I was upset because I thought, oh, they're just rehashing more Ascians. It's just more of them. You thought you knew them, guess again. But I think we're going to deal less with the big, because the Ascians that we dealt with were the ones that really sought to get together the world again, to really make sure that, like, yep, we're going to rejoin the worlds, all this is good, we're going to do all of these things. Effectively being a convocation of the Convocation of 14 to bring together all the sources and realities and all that and bring about Zodiark. Obviously, with Endwalker, we squashed all that. But with that came, you know, like, the falling of the early Ascians, the ones that put this plan into motion, and the ones that set about trying to correct the final days. So I think the Ascians we're going to deal with now, because even post in that, the whole raid series was working with La Habrea and creations and things like that as well. So I think it's going to be less about dealing with, like, the villains that became antagonists of the Convocation of 14 that we saw. And I think it's going to be much more the rest of the Convocation being like, hey, this is the state of the world now. And I think that's why we're going to deal with Hemero, is because she's like, hey, you know, I've been studying all of this, and this is what's going on. She probably studies a lot of ether, and so we're either dealing with something where it's like, hey, life is going crazy, nothing is going to last because there's too much life across all of these reflections and the source and everything else, and they're all going to collapse. Or, you know, this has to happen. Like, the withering that she's talking about is going too long without an umbral calamity, right? Like, there is no balance. Like, there's still a lot of good, there's a lot of light overall, we're saving a lot of things, but now there's no balance, there's no shift. And so this is the withering, the wintering, is the source and reflections correcting itself, effectively. And she's studying that, and it's just like, it's coming, right? Like, nothing is going to stop it, because it's just naturally this thing. It's not this antagonistic force, it's just how this is. It's how this is going to work. So we're probably going to... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. But it's going to be... It's more interesting than I thought. I'll leave it at that. It is more interesting than I was even led to believe. So I'm excited, because that's coming out at the end of this month, I think. So we're definitely going to do that story content there. All the extra dungeons and all that stuff. The third raid series of Juno. The Final Fantasy XI raid series. So we've got a lot, but I want to make sure that we unlock this stuff. I don't know if that's going to be next. It might not be next weekend. I might take a weekend off. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this next weekend. This whole next streaming, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be out, actually. Let me double check that. Let's see here. Yeah, this next weekend, just in time for FanFest, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out of town. So I won't be streaming it all this next week. I won't have my gear, won't have my stuff, and the beautiful lady and I are leaving out of town, so I wouldn't want to stream anyways. We're spending time together. But the week after that, we'll get right back into unlocking stuff. We'll probably unlock the next dungeon and then do... Yeah, we'll probably just unlock the next dungeon or do some story content or so. It depends. It's really going to depend. But there will definitely be Final Fantasy content, for sure. Absolutely. So thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I appreciate y'all. Big preach. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Love you all. And have a great weekend. And have a great next weekend, everybody. I'll see you all a little later. Goodbye.